Hunter x Hunter, chapter 352. The fight continues between Hisoka and Chrollo. So, there's a little bit to talk about. I'm not going to talk about everything, obviously, but I'm going to talk about the most important things. So, we continue the fight, and Chrollo has a new ability that he's demonstrating, which I have here, called the Order Stamp Proof of Humanity. It is similar to oh God, but it's used been so far, but it's slightly different. The antennas allow him to control two individuals at a time, but the stamp allows him to control puppets. Now, the puppets, or at least how the ability defines puppets, is anything that still has its head attached. So it can control dead bodies. But in this case, it's not controlling the dead body, but it's essentially making a Nen clone of the dead body to be controlled. And even weirder, the clones have personality traits still. They don't just become Nen husks with the appearance of the individual, they actually have the personality. So, for an example, if you use this ability on someone who is a priest and they've taken a vow to never kill, and you order them to kill everyone in a room, they won't do that. The worst case scenario is that they will reject the order and remain immobile. But if you change the order to break someone, instead of killing them, they just break all their bones. Almost completes the same purpose now, doesn't it? Which is what he did with the referee there. But that's not where it gets very strange from there. So he has another ability, which if I can find it, it was some weird ass name, something transfer student that he used. Oh my god, if I could just find it. I really have to save pages. Oh, convert hand transfer student. So, apparently with this ability, while he has... Damn it, I really have to not close the goddamn window. So, with using this ability, with his right hand, when touching someone with his right hand, they can take on his likeness, and when touching someone with his left hand, he can take on theirs. And when using both hands, he can switch bodies with that person. But their abilities and skills will remain the same. So, later on in this chapter, he uses this ability to blend in with the crowd and avoid Hisoka, which I didn't think they were going to do. I thought they were honestly going to keep it in the ring, but these guys don't give a fuck. So they already used the referee as a weapon, and then he just goes into the crowd and starts using the audience as a weapon, and then starts to blend in with the audience. So I feel as if Hisoka is probably going to either one, start killing audience members, which it's Hisoka. He has no qualms about killing anyone. Or he's going to figure out which one is Chrollo. Now, there's one other thing that Chrollo mentions before the fight goes to this part is when it comes to the book, when a Nen user dies that he's taken an ability from, it will vanish from the book. But the ability he's using, one of the abilities is demonstrated, the Nen user has already died. Bringing up a point that we haven't really talked about for a long time, Nen can continue to persist, even grow stronger after a person dies. I remember this was mentioned back when we first had the Phantom Troop arc in York New City, and I remember it again when we did the Chimera Ants arc, where we had that dude who was a chameleon. How his Nen, the way he uses his Nen, he can technically erase his existence from the perception of everyone. I remember that they were mentioning that, and that when the Dragon Dive was hitting the palace, that if they were to be hit by it, his nen wouldn't stop, and that they would never know if they ever died. Then they would never be able to find them because their existence is just erased from perception. You wouldn't feel them. It's not just invisibility. It's just gone. You can't perceive it at all. So they would just lay there dying for all of eternity. So if you applied that sort of persistence to an ability that technically can kill you, like Sun and Moon, it's horrifying. The only way I could honestly think of getting rid of Sun and Moon's effect on you is with a Nen remover, which obviously Hisoka can't just go to in the middle of combats and like sit down. Hey, can you remove this Nen from me? Yeah, it's gonna take half an hour. Okay, can you wait, Chrollo? Yeah, just half an hour. Okay, like that's not gonna happen. So it's obviously going to be not just the way this fight seems. It's not going to be whoever lands the first blow is going to truly win, but it's whoever lands the first critical blow is going to be the one to claim victory. Because landing a hit would mean something, but landing a damaging, scarring hit is just far better. Like if Hisoka hits Chrollo and he cuts him or he slices off his hand, that's bad. That's bad. But if Chrollo hits Hisoka and Hisoka loses like his eyesight or some shit because he has an ability that removes eyesight, or he has an ability that forces Zetsu upon a person, that's a critical blow that's definitely going to change the tide of the fight and make the winner clear. So I really want to see how this is going to go. I want to see if the audience stays, honestly. Like, will the audience stay if Hisoka just starts killing everyone? Like, if Hisoka kills, like, half of these fools, will they stay? Because I remember back in Yu Yu Hakusho, goddamn Taguro was powering up, and the goddamn weaker demons were just bursting into flames. And I remember some of the demons were like, oh, fuck that, I don't give a damn. I paid good money for these seats. I want to see Urameshi and Taguro go at it. Like, are these people going to be that dedicated? Because Togashi's a sick bastard. And I really want to know what kind of shit he comes up with. Like, rate, subscribe. I'll see y'all for the next Hunter.